Kate was telling me that horses actually respond to connection and also strength. So what I'm going to do is, she said, to ground myself, we're going to go over here, hun. We're going to go over here. Come on. Come. Let's go. Come. Rafiki, let's go over here. Yes, there you go, bub. Let's go over in the shade. Come on, let's go. Good, turn around.
You're doing great.
Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Shade, come on. Come. Come. Okay. Do you need more direction? Come. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go over here. He's not having it.
So you were doing great.
Okay.
You got a lot that worked. You saw what was working so far. Because you got him to turn and you got him to work with you and follow you.
Right.
What was working?
Just, I think, the way I was holding my body.
Yes. And how was that?
Just strong, grounded, and also calm.
Yes.
Like kind of, yeah, you want this? Come on. Let's go. Come. Come. And let's do connection. Come on. Come.
So part of what I find funny is I can hear the horses, and so part of what I feel like he's sharing in this moment is like, you don't have to get this goal done right this second.
Okay.
Or if you do, then it's like there's a clarity around, we have 2 minutes to do this, but there's this kind of, he's saying there's a bit of like, what's the rush? Like, why do we have to do it this fast, this quickly, this way?
Okay.
Rather than like, what's more important, I think, from him and from this experience is that you get the energy that you need to be a strong leader. So you said what? Calm?
Yep. Calm.
Strong.
Strong, grounded.
Yeah. And I also heard you use your voice and say, we're going here. So there was that clarity of what you were doing.
Okay.
And the direction.
Right.
So there's that element of sometimes we do need to pause and regroup.
Okay.
Right? He showed us that.
Yeah. Yeah.
As well. And so how can you pause, regroup, come back into that energy, breathe. Sometimes we do need to slow down to speed up.
I know. I'll breathe with you.
So create that space again where you had that partnership with him and that energetic, and
Let's
really
go
go
here.
from there.
Let's go here. Come on, boo. We're going here. Right there. Come. Come. Going here. Come on. Come. Should I bring you with you? I'm going to go right there. Let's go. Let's go. Come. Come. Let's go. Come.
So what's the piece that's missing in the 3? Strong, grounded, and calm.
Is it calm?
Do you feel calm right now?
No, I feel a sense of urgency.
Right. So when you feel a sense of urgency, he's asking you to play and have fun. But it's like, do we lose some of the joy, which is really, that's your tool right now, is this joy. Do we lose some of the joy when we have that rush? Do we lose some of the calm?
Yeah.
So stay in that space, right? Because it's also, for horses, it's about how does it feel?
Okay.
Does it feel good? Yeah, so there's
There we
forward
go.
movement, even just talking about that. But he's redirecting you now. So come back into, you get to lead, you get to make the choices and where you're going.
Okay.
What's this energy for you?
Playful.
Yeah. And there's also, he's now redirecting you, so he stepped into being the leader.
Leader. Yeah. Yeah. He did. He definitely did. So, and I was kind of okay with it for a little bit, but we gotta...
And that's the thing, it's okay, I think, when leadership changes hands, if we are aware of it. But what we don't want is to then have staff that just are kind of going rogue or doing their own thing, and we don't get to the goal or the outcome. But there's that importance of how we're doing it. Is it fun? Is it something we want to be doing? Is it do we enjoy the process? Because work really can be a lot more fun everywhere.
Yes.
And also, we still need to get to the outcome, right? And maintain our sense of leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leader right now. Boy, what'd you notice?
You're consistent.
Consistent, beautiful. What else?
Determined, directed.
Determined, directed.
Yeah.
Was I clear?
Yes.
Was
Yeah.
I in an area of influence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're close to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm not hitting him, and I'm not being mean, and there's no drama. There's
Right.
none of that. There's just the intention, the clarity, the consistency. I love that you said
You know,
that.
it's interesting because, I was afraid to get into his space before. And I find actually that when I'm working with people, I am also hesitant to get into their space.
Wow. And so how does that show up for you? What does that mean?
Disconnection.
Okay.
Probably. Right?
And he's saying more joy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how do you stay in space with people with the joy energy and create the connection? What might that look like for you?
Well, let's see. This is what you want, right? Yeah. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go right there. Let's go right there. Come on. He's not knowing.
So the thing that's coming into us is like, do you trust that this can happen? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe this is possible?
Okay.
And do you mean it?
No, I don't actually. Yeah, because I don't have I don't have a motivation to go over there really.
Okay.
But I think I need to create more of it.
So what is so great about this work is it's not necessarily whether you actually get him to a certain area or not. It's really about you learning a new way of being and you anchoring it into your whole system to understand what is it like to lead from strength, from calm, from joy. And you already had success. You saw how you were able to even turn him completely around and move with you earlier.
Yeah, I was
right?
very surprised to do that. Yeah.
What I saw a little bit is almost like you weren't thinking about it. You just did it.
Interesting.
So you have it inside of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's that wanting it, needing it, believing it, trusting that it can happen, but also just like stepping into the energy and not necessarily overthinking it too much too. But can you anchor in the success you already had, knowing you got to some of those qualities that you want, right? And what?
Let's go.
Connected right now to me, which is interesting. So I'm going to stop, but we got him to where he needed to be.
Yeah.
What's funny is I did it, you did it, we did it together, but there's that element of like, what do you think he's connecting to in me even? What's the connection there? What would you say it is?
Well, you have the leadership right now because you're the one who knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, Rafiki, if I said I would really like us to get cool over here, would you like to come? Because he's just not. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
What was different?
I felt like a drop in of like, come on, like, enough of the, let's just do it. Like it felt more active rather than you said thinking about it,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like, I'm gonna do it, and if you want to follow, you can. I don't need you to follow. I'm gonna do it regardless, which I think is a bit of a shift.
And how does that apply to creating connection with people and being in their space? What does that mean?
Well, I think that they have to trust that you know what you're doing, right? That you know what you're doing and that you're confident is where you're going,
Yes.
rather than getting their permission first and then going.
Yes. Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Because when you decided I'm just going to do this because I need to be cool,
Yeah.
he came with you.
Yeah.
Rather than there was a little energy of the begging of like, will you please do this with me?
Yes.
It's so subtle, isn't it?
Yep. I see what you're talking about. Exactly.
But when you create a connection with yourself and you're like, I could actually see your body move as like, I'm just going to do this. And that's what he was following when he followed me before. It's just like, I'm not thinking, I hope he comes. I hope this works. I need this to look good. None of that's going through my head. There's just a full knowing that I'm going to move and this horse is coming.
Yeah, yeah. And it's amazing how much we ask permission from other people to do things in our lives, right?
So huge, yeah.
As he's nibbling on my butt.
Yes. And so it becomes, where do you need to give yourself permission more as a leader of your own life?
Thanks for watching the show. If you liked what you just saw, please subscribe to the channel so I can bring you more mental health and emotional well-being content. This channel is for you, so I would love to hear your comments. Did you relate to anything you saw? Or what kind of issues would you like me to address with the professionals I interview? Check out the next video, and thanks for watching.